Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Captain Ibrahim Traore, popularly known as Ib, a 36-year-old military man. He assumed power in Burkina Faso through a military coup. So, in 2022 November. So, after that military coup, he has succeeded over 30 assassination attempts. Now, let's come to how other people got assassinated. African leaders with same ideologies got assassinated. Let's come to that of Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah assassinated at least 6 assassination attempts orchestrated by the CIA and all that, where 3 of these assassinations being bomb attempts. In this instance, he was being assassinated through bombs. But before he was overthrown, he has become so powerful that he was providing free. He has done a lot. His legacies live on the Tema ports for Ghanaians, the Tema motorway and all that, the unification of Africa, preaching for unity in Africa. Yes, so he was overthrown through a coup, which led him to flee the country, which got him in his early days that he got to that. Now let's come to another African leader who also started this Pan-Africanism and African unification, Mummar Gadaffi. Mummar Gadaffi was also overthrown by NATO, that's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So Muammar Gaddafi ruled for so many years in Libya, so he became very popular in the African region and the world at large. So here come the instance. Muammar Gaddafi was providing free education, free healthcare, improvement in the currency of the Libyan currency. So in this instance, he decided to preach unification of Africa and the gold dinar. That's one currency for Africa. That led to his assassination. In this instance, he was overthrown when, with his vehicles, like over 76 vehicles, was fleeing the country they was bombed by the NATO. Let's come to another Pan-Africanist, in this case of Captain Patrice Lumumba of Congo. Lumumba of Congo was also, in this same instance, was preaching African unification and all that. He did very well for Congo, and when he was overthrown, his body was put in acid by the Western government and all that orchestrated that coup and all that. So in this instance, they didn't want to even see his body and all that. Here lies the case that this young Ibrahim Traore has been doing a lot for his country. He has been providing free healthcare, free education, good distance, a whole lot. And before Ibrahim Traore, there was one Thomas Sankara, a very popular and a very powerful Thomas Sankara with the same notion, idea, just as Ibrahim Traore, and the same focus and the same principles of. But Thomas Sankara was also assassinated by the French people in collaboration with the United States of America, that's USA. Here comes this Ibrahim Traore, who has been doing very a lot. He has succeeded over 30 assassinations already. 30, not easy. 1, 2, 3, up to 30. I know people may think that the numbers has been inflated, but that's not true. You can watch this video with one of his men that is in government with. Ibrahim Traore was able to unite Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and they've created the AES, that's SEA, that's Sahel, the new listing they've created. They've parted ways from the ECOWAS, that's Economic Community of West African States. In their claims, ECOWAS is a puppet of the Western culture, and that they've been following what the Western people have been saying. In small time, they've created their own passport and all that. And Ibrahim Traore also speaks very good English, despite him being from Burkina Faso, France. He also speaks very English, which highlights his intelligence and all that. Here comes the case in this video that the guy is speaking in one of Burkina Faso's native tongue. He claims the white man is trying very hard on them to assassinate them, but they are not. They are very strong and they will not give in to the white man. So Ibrahim Traore has joined forces with the Chinese people and the Russian forces to tackle the Western culture and suck them away from their military camps and all that. So many people think Ibrahim Traore is the reincarnated of Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traore have the same qualities. So do you think, Ibrahim Traore will live past another assassination attempt? Recently, people he was working with, that's the Niger president and other president of the how do you call it, Mali, was given a bribe by the Western culture to assassinate him, his own people that is moving with, and even his own bracket, his own circles has been trying to assassinate him. That's to throw him off. So now there have been many attempts by African leaders who try so hard to conquer the Western Europe. That's Gaddafi, Nkrumah, Mandela, all that, Thomas Sankara, and all that they don't succeed. Do you think Ibrahim Traore in this instance will succeed this assassination attempt and the next one that will come on him? But Ibrahim Traore is one of the strongest revolutionaries that's ever seen in a long time, even since the death of Mummar Gadaffi. In this video, Ibrahim Traore is trying to elaborate his ideas, his vision, and all that he's been trying to do with his new forces that is joined, as Mali and Niger.
They enjoy saying it every year in their economic surveys. Burkina Faso is the poorest country, Mali is the poorest country, Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well, if we are as poor as they say, but when the time came, responsibility, we asked these masters to leave. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for over 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy for themselves. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are lit up. That's the light. But in Niger, it's darkness that is served to us. When you go to our states, our lands are riddled with holes, everywhere in search of precious metals like gold, but often there isn't even the slightest accessible road to reach the areas where they exploit gold, let alone some basic social services. That's why we decided to revolt and take the destiny of our countries into our own hands. There are many other examples. But when we decided to do so, well, we were approached by their slaves to deliver the message of their master, because they had created this kind of polymer chain that rises to the head of our states to serve them. And we came to break the chain. And it's inconceivable for them. They approached us and asked us to fall in line, to become part of the elite that must lead Africa. because they have a trained and conditioned elite that they must follow, who are embedded in that chain. We refused Bawafat to fall in line with them. And from then on, hostilities began. They have infiltrated our areas with several mercenaries, trainers. Agents have descended into the Sahel, hoping to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our populations, hoping to incite them to revolt. In addition to these on-the-ground attacks, communication attacks, manipulation, and disinformation are rampant in their ranks. Of the Sahel have understood, and never again will they be manipulated. They know where they come from, they know what they are doing, and they know where they are going.